So a year ago, I did do this type of video, and honestly, I enjoyed it to where like I just want to do it again. So this is me doing it again. So I got one question for every NFL team, but in NFC edition though this time around. So like last year, I'm gonna do how they finished in the playoff contention, going from last to first, and then so on and so forth. So first team I'm gonna talk about is the Carolina Panthers. So my question for them is, how quickly can the offense be good with Dave Canales as the head coach? Because honestly, to me, like I really feel like Dave Canales is what Bryce Young needs to like actually like be good, because Dave Canales is an underrated QB whisperer to where like he can actually like help them like provide with their strengths and actually be like positive of what they could do on the field. Especially with them upgrading the offensive line and the wide receiver core, like I would hope that like by like I'll say around Thanksgiving time where the offense start picking up a little bit to where they actually look at least formidable to where like they actually be contentious for probably to win the division maybe. I don't know. The division is still kind of weak, but hey, we'll see though. So next I have the 49ers, and honestly like really can they repeat the success they had last year? Now, at the time of this recording, though, like Brandon Ayuk hasn't been re-signed to the team or even traded, so I don't know what's going to happen until like later on. But like, even then, this wide receiver core is still good. The team is still really good. Still got Trent Williams at left tackle. The offensive line are like the only real weakness they really have for real, because the offensive line is not that good besides Trent Williams. But hey, you can see them having another dominant season. It's just a matter of like, can they make the Super Bowl and win the Super Bowl next year though? Like, it's really the only question at this point for them. So now I got a division rivals, the Arizona Cardinals, and my question to them is, how good can they be so quickly? Because I thought last year they actually, even though they had a bad record, they overachieved performance-wise because their roster was very weak and they actually was most competitive in most of those games. And then as soon as Kyler Murray came back, started off ripping out some wins actually, to where like I started to actually believe them. And honestly, I believe in Jonathan Gannon as a coach. He's not exactly like Dan Campbell, but like he has that effect on them to where like they play hard for him, and to where like they will actually like ride for him to where they're overachieving how they actually were perceived as actual players and stuff like that. Then also on the offense with Kyler Murray, like he'll at least have James Conner back, who was very productive as a running back last year. Then also the new addition of Marvin Harrison Jr., who probably the best wide receiver prospect we had in like since Jamar Chase. Like it's a matter of how good can his offense be too, because I do believe Kyler Murray is still a really good QB, to where like I think he'd be in that maybe in the top 10 level where how he plays, to where they could potentially like go for a wild card spot this coming season. So I do believe in the Arizona Cardinals a lot. Alright, so for the Dallas Cowboys, it's really simple, man. Just can they make the conference championship game? Like at this point now, like really Mike McCarthy should have been fired last year, but they're running back one more time, and honestly, this might be the last time you see Mike McCarthy and Dak Prescott with the Dallas Cowboys, because I mean it's true that like Dak Prescott might not get paid for them, so he might go to another team and stuff like that. And this is the last year where they actually go all in on championship or bust. So it's really it for them at this point. And then now on to the division rivals, the Washington Commanders, and really it's about like how good can their defense be like coming out this season, because with Dan Campbell last time he was a head coach with the Atlanta Falcons, and the Atlanta Falcons defense was like all right to like not really existent when he was there, but he's a really great DC though, so that I give him. But I guess the difference between when he was the Falcons and now, the fact that like with the Commanders they actually have really great pass rushes where the Atlanta Falcons really did not. So like that probably could have affected it, but at the same time though, like it's gonna be like it should be easy to like see defense improve, because their defense is really bad. But hey, you never know, man. And then plus, like if they actually want to have a shot at actually like making the playoff this year, the defense gotta be good, so that way Jaden Daniels don't have to do like everything for them this coming season. So it was hard to find one question for the Detroit Lions, because they're so good, like basically all around stuff like that, other than their pass coverage maybe. But really, I just focused on one player, that's Jameson Williams, and how good can he be this year? Because so far into his career, he hasn't really been like that good at all. Like yeah, he missed the season. Yeah, he missed most of the season his rookie year because he tore his ACL in the national championship game, and then of course he got suspended for like 6 games, and then when he came back, he really didn't do that much either. So like, really, time is kind of running out for him, because Amon St. Brown's has done stuff for him, and even Sam Laporta as a rookie tight end does stuff for him. Just Jameson Williams, like can he actually provide that for them to be that wide receiver 2 for them at least? Because right now he hasn't shown anything so far in his career. And then I got the New York Giants up next, and honestly at this point it's really a matter of like how long will Daniel Jones keep his job, because like so far like his career he has been like the epitome of like just not that good in my opinion. And like you can't really give him the whole situation excuse, because like yeah they tried to like improve everything, like the wide receivers, the offensive line, and shoot Brian they was a really great play caller too. So like at this point now it's really on Daniel Jones, man. That contract started really looked bad as it is when they first signed it, and now it's like might be coming to the end for him now at this point. Speaking of new contracts, the Buccaneers, man, it's really just a matter of how good Baker Mayfield will be with expectations this year, because you know the last few times he had expectations to actually like how good he could be, he kind of failed, and that's like one of the biggest things of why people don't ever live up to like how they actually played in the NFL. So like I ain't gonna lie, I was wrong about the Buccaneers last year, as I really thought they were gonna be the worst team in the league last year. But hey, let's see how they do this year too, with expectations, with them actually like competing to try to actually win the division this year again. So we'll see how Baker Mayfield plays with his new contract. So with the Atlanta Falcons, like really just how good the QB play is going to be for them this year, because you know obviously they have the weapons, they have the offensive line, defense is pretty good too. Like I know Raheem Morris going to mention the defense is good. It's just the quarterback play is really all I'm worried about at this point with the Atlanta Falcons, because whether it be Kirk Cousins or Michael Penix playing, like them two are gonna have to like actually shoulder the load and make sure that this offense becomes at least a top 10 offense this year with all the people they have, like Bijan Robinson, Kyle Pitts, or Drake London. Now when it comes to the Kirk Cousins though, I haven't seen any reports where like he's been sitting out and stuff like that. I haven't like really had to look, but I haven't seen reports where he's been sitting out because of his Achilles injury. So like, so I'm assuming he's gonna play week 1 and he'll be fine. But like even then, like with Michael Penix though, like I gotta see how he plays in the preseason, because you know I believe that Michael Penix is basically another version of Kirk Cousins and how they play style and stuff like that. So hey, we'll see how they do this year and what Michael Penix in the future, you know, because he is one of the older rookies in the league. Now for the Philadelphia Eagles, for me he's really just coaching at this point, because I mean I don't believe in the reports that you know Nick Sirianni and Jalen Hurts had like were just like in bad relationship at that point, but like it's still something to note though. And plus they just got a new DC and Vic Fangio, and players from the Miami Dolphins didn't like Vic Fangio as the DC, so we'll see how that works for them. But like right now it's really just worried about them at this point, because they have a really great roster. Just you know the coaching staff might hold them back this year. Hopefully it don't happen like that though. Speaking of coaches I'm worried about, man, really for the Chicago Bears is they really make the right decision and keeping Matt Eberflus in as their head coach, because in the last few years when he was the head coach, at least the 2 years he was there, like he hasn't been all that impressive. And honestly, whenever he took over like as DC, when they fired the old DC for you know those little allegations he had going on, like defense started to get better, especially when Montez Sweat started. They got Montez Sweat from a trade from the Commanders, and the defense really got better. So like it might not be just him being you know like the problem, but at the same time though, like he hasn't been all that impressive when it comes to the offense. So hey man, like we will see though with how you know that goes for them this year, especially with Caleb Williams and that new event offense, how they actually might be this year. For the LA Rams, bro, it's really just their defense, because we know the best defensive tackle in the NFL history, Aaron Donald, retired, so they're definitely gonna miss him, especially with him being one of the best pass rushers of all time as it is. So like, who's gonna step up for him as you know as the next pass rusher? I mean, they did draft Jared Verse for them for the edge and stuff like that, but like I don't know how good the defense is gonna be though, given the fact that like Aaron Donald was obviously there and stuff like that. He retired young, so hey, we'll see how that goes with them. I still believe the Rams are a playoff team as it is, because their offense is really good, but the defense might hold them back this year, given the fact that their best pass rusher is basically gone. But there might be a slight chance he comes back. I doubt it, but hey, I just try and give the Rams some hope that he might come back for a championship run. Alright, so for the Minnesota Vikings, it's really just how long will it take before JJ McCarthy gets on the field, because I know ideally they want him to like stay off the field for all of this year. Basically just, you know, have him learn how to be a pro by watching somebody do it, like Sam Darnold. But like I don't know how good Sam Darnold will be in this offense, because so far with Sam Darnold's career he's been more of a, like the interception machine and stuff like that. So like we'll see with that. I mean, JJ McCarthy, he's young and he's someone that I actually didn't believe at first, but I'm starting to believe him a little bit more now. So like, we'll see with him. And then plus, you know, their weapons is really good too with Justin Jefferson, who's a top 2 receiver in the league, and then also Jordan Addison is a great wide receiver too, and T.J. Hawkinson, who's supposed to come back this year. Like, he should succeed in this offense, but we'll see how long it takes before he actually plays in the game. You know what I'm saying? And then for the Green Bay Packers, who somehow found another franchise QB 3 times in a row, which is insane. Really, just how good can they be this year? Where like they have expectations where like they could actually win the division, and then freaking USA Today Sports actually have them like going to the Super Bowl, which that's a lot for a team like this young as it is. But like, hey, Jordan Love, bro, like he's really good. He turned it on like second half of the season, really Thanksgiving on, and then like he was second in passing touchdown. So we'll see, but like the sky's the limit for this team, really. So they have really great pieces and stuff like that, really great coaching. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, so for New Orleans Saints, it's ain't really much of a question. It's something I really want them to do. Is just rebuild the damn team, bro. Like, please rebuild the team, man. Like, your core is getting older, man, and like, I'm not believing in Dennis Allen at all. And I'm not even a Saints fan. I'm just watching them be just mid the whole time. So like, can y'all just rebuild the team? Because right now, the 2017 draft is really carrying on this point, and like, it's not getting any better either with Derek Carr being the QB, who might be replaced by Spencer Rattler, depending on how bad y'all be. Because in my opinion, y'all are in a position to where like y'all might get a top 5 pick in the draft next year. So that's how I see it. And then last but not least, the Seattle Seahawks. And basically, how good can this defense be coming out this season? So, Bernardo, man, like, he's a great defensive coordinator. Obviously, his on defense went with the Ravens the first year around. Like, they struggled a little bit because they kept blowing leads. But, like, I do believe that, like, it's going to take some time for him to actually, like, you know, get all the pieces together and be good. But, hey, at this point now with Seattle, man, like, they're trying to like get the word like to be competitive though, so we see how that goes with them. So if y'all like the video, man, like, comment, subscribe, and share the video for more videos like this, man. Let me know what question you have for y'all favorite team and stuff like that from this edition, and let me know what I left out too. So do appreciate y'all watching through, man, and peace out. See y'all in the next video, man. See you.